Hey guys, this is going to be a very exciting video because I am finally going to set up my brand new bullet journal. This journal is from Notebook Therapy and it's beautiful. So I gathered all my supplies. I have a lot of pens here and I have even more in here. I have my coffee because essentials. I have my notes on the pages that I want to put in here, as well as my old journal where I'm going to look up some information. I also went ahead and grabbed my stamps in case I want to stamp anything. I also have a lot of stickers from Paper Geek Co. if I want to use some stickers, and I have my favorite washi tapes here as well. So I think I probably should have everything that I need, so we can get started. And I am not going to talk through this whole process because then it's going to be really long, and I'm probably also going to do this in 2 different parts because there are so many spreads that I want to set up now that it would be like hours and hours of footage. So I'm going to get started on the setup now and then probably finish the setup at some time in the future and film that also and upload it then to this channel. So I hope you have a great time watching me set up my journal, and let's get started. So first I just wrote my name because that is the first thing you do if you open a new journal, and obviously I had to take a sip of coffee after that because that was already a stressful thing to do. And now I'm just grabbing some pens to get started on the cover page. And obviously I was kind of like searching for a while, but I couldn't decide which pen I wanted to use. And now I'm just writing 2020 because it's still 2020. And then I just write the word restart because that is kind of like what I wanted to like do with this journal. So yeah, the first page that I created in my new journal was a reflection page because I felt like I need to like reflect on this like 6 months because they were kind of stressful and messy, and in order to like move forward and set new goals and stuff like that, you just need to know where you stand at this point. And I was kind of confused on where I stand because this year was confusing as heck. So I thought, a reflection page would be nice. And so I just created these boxes to have the space for all this reflection that I want to do. And the first box says the most important goal I achieved. The next one is new skills I learned. Then my favorite things, and I can write down a book, a song, some kind of food, a party or event, activity, movie, TV show, and a purchase. And then the box after that is I am grateful for, because I think that's kind of important at this point. And then the lessons I learned, because that's also something that is gonna be useful for the second half of the year, I think. So now I just go ahead and write goals because that is the title page for my goals section, I kind of went with like an extensive kind of goals section, because that is one of the main like reasons I even wanted to have a new journal. So yeah, I just kind of like drew these weekly lines and called it a day because I wasn't sure what to do on the cover, and then just decided to like use full calligraphy to make the title pop more, and that is what I'm doing at this moment. And so I get started on the different kinds of pages and my goals section, and I choose some like categories of my life that I want to like focus on with my goals. The first two are university and wellness, and I just drew these kind of cute icons beside the title because they are cute, or at least I think they are cute. So I drew a notebook because that is what I primarily use for my studies, and then of course there had to be a coffee mug because without caffeine I would probably not be able to finish this degree ever. And then some books, because that's just like classic university thing to draw, I think. And so we move on to the wellness page, and I drew a mug again, but this time it's tea because I should probably drink more of that. And then went ahead and did the next two titles, and the first one is finances, because that is something huge in my life that I should be focused on a lot more. So yeah, I just added some like dollar signs and euro signs to like symbolize money, and then also I tried to draw a small like credit card, but didn't really work out, and then some bills, and then move on to the next section, and that is YouTube and Instagram. So I just recently started this channel, and I really like to make these videos, and so I thought, you know, I should like probably focus on that more if I like to do it. And so I just thought maybe set some goals for myself for those social media platforms, and that is what it's about. So I just drew a little bit, like a little small YouTube icon, and I tried to replicate the Instagram icon, but well, I can't really doodle that great. So, and the last category is spirituality, because that is something quite important to me, and the last 6 months was not a good time for my spiritual like development, so I probably want to focus on that more. So I just grab my notes and then decide that I first want to set up something else before I write down my goals on the pages. So I get started on the level 10 life spread. And if you don't know what that is, it's just you rate your life in different kinds of like categories, I guess, from 1 to 10. And the goal is to reach level 10 in each like category of your life. So on the left side, I just drew my rating of all of these categories, and my categories are finances, health, friendships, home, mental health, family, career education, and spirituality.
And no, I didn't make a mistake. I literally rated finances as level 0. So yeah, that says something, you know? And then yeah, I just write down the names of the categories now. And after I created my reading, I'm going to add my goals on the right side. And the way I did this was I created like the levels from 1 to 10. So I decided what level 1 would be for like finances. And so that is how I'm going to do it. So I know each time I level up, because I know exactly what the next level is. So yeah, I just decided to add the numbers to the rating because it's easier to see on which level I am. And then I just get started on writing down the levels for each category. So actually first I just added like the numbers for the levels, and then decided that the spread was kind of like boring. So I just picked some stickers to put on the spread to make it more interesting and cute. And I went with these flower drawing kind of stickers because I thought it would like fit the space on the bottom nicely. So I'm just adding those. And there were also like these cute bees on the sticker sheet, so you know, I thought why not. And then I just flipped through all of my stickers again to see if I can find anything else, but I was then content with how it looked. So I just went ahead and started on the morning and evening routine spreads. And so the morning routine spread got the title Good Morning Sunshine because I thought that is cute. And so that is what I'm doing now. And then the other side is called Good Night World because I couldn't think of anything else that's cute or witty, so it just became Good Night World. And so the way I did my morning and evening routines are like they are like divided into 2 different kinds of routines. The first one is a quick routine, and then I have like a long one if I have a lot more time and want to do something more, then I can do the long routine. And the goal is actually to build up the routine, so I am starting with the quick routine and try to do that for a period of time, and then like try to build it up so I can do the long one every day, or at least more often. And so that's why the quick routines are kind of like easy to do. It's not extensive. It's nothing that I would like dread to do in the morning or in the evening. Well, probably the cleaning up the kitchen part of the evening routine is something I would always dread, but I think that's something that I really just need to get into the habit of that. So I'm just picking up my old journal because I have my morning routines there, and I kind of changed those up a little bit, but they stay the same for the most part. So I'm just copying the information from that notebook into the new one. And so the quick morning routine consists of getting up, making coffee, and reading for 10 minutes. And so I think that is something that I'm working on right now, to do that like every morning. So, and once I can do it without thinking about it and it's a habit, I can work on adding some more things to the routine. And now I'm just trying to find some other colors that I could use, because I want to use all different kinds of colors for each routine, so it's kind of color coordinated. And the long morning routine consists of getting up, making coffee, reading, so you see it's the same thing, and then yoga, meditation, writing down 3 things that I'm excited for the day, and then looking at my plan for the day and figuring out how I'm going to start my day or what I have to do that day. The quick evening routine is cleaning up the kitchen, preparing my morning and reflecting on the day, skincare, and then brushing my teeth and going to bed. And the long routine is cleaning up the kitchen, prepare the morning, gratitude, skincare, brushing my teeth, and then reading till I am tired and probably fall asleep while reading. So yeah, just write down these activities now and how much time I allocated for all of these. And so another thing that I added onto this spread, I'm going to see it in a second, is I call them add-ons. So if I am doing my morning routine or my evening routine and want to do something extra, like I'm finishing my morning routine, I got up, I had my coffee and I read, and I still have maybe 10 minutes time and don't know what to do, and I want to maybe do something, then I can choose one of these add-ons that I like made up. So it's kind of like not doing the long routine because there is no time for that, but I can still do something else that makes me feel like I had like a productive morning routine. So I have 10 minutes add-ons, and those are writing down 3 things I am excited for, tidy up my room, make my bed, gratitude, and then a dance party. That's always something that cheers me up, so just dancing for 10 minutes to my favorite songs. And then if I have 20 minutes, I can meditate, journal, do a workout, or do my makeup. And for the evening, 10-minute add-ons would be yoga or stretch, foam rolling, making a tea, putting on some calming music, reading, and 20 minutes journaling, meditate, take a bath, or paint my nails, prepare my outfits for the morning, and prepare my morning as well. So now I'm just flipping back and kind of trying to decide how I want to set up the goals pages. And how I ended up doing it is just putting down goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3, so what the goal actually is. And then underneath all of those titles, I am going to put down the steps that I need to take to achieve that goal. And these are things that I already worked out, and I have my notes on all of my goals right next to me while I'm setting this up, so I know how many goals I have for each category, and I think it's probably even like 3 for all of these. And I also like already wrote down all of the steps that I have to take, so I'm not thinking about that while setting this up. I am sure on what I'm going to write down. So now I'm just creating the page for this information. And now I decided to like color in my doodles because I thought, maybe some color on the page would be nice. So just taking my tombos mostly and coloring in the doodles. So I went ahead and wrote down my first goal for university, so you get an idea on how it's going to look for each category. So as you see, I wrote down the goal, and then underneath that I write down the steps to achieve that goal, and this is how I'm going to do it for all of my goals. And then I flip back to the level 10 life spread, and I am writing down the levels for my finances. So you get the idea, basically, on how I'm going to do it. And then I decided to use my gray tombow on the titles because it needed some color. And so now I just erase all the pencil marks because there are a lot, and this is always the part that I hate the most, because usually I wrinkle a page and yeah, it's just no fun at all to erase all the pencil marks. So now the final flip through of this setup, and as I mentioned, I am going to film another part because there are a lot more spreads that I want to create, but this setup alone took me like 2 hours to do, and I couldn't really sit any longer. So now I'm just writing down all the spreads that I'm going to create in the next part. So if you want to see those, you know to check back and watch out for the video. So I'm going to create my weekly review spread, my monthly review spread, books to read, date night ideas, quick and cheap meals, my master grocery list and a wish list, and also some YouTube statistics kind of pages, so I can keep track of that. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and bye!